Hello everyone, I am Dr. Mamta Pathak from Journalism and Mass Communication Department of IIMT College of Management. Today's session is based on community radio and the topic of this session is role of community radio in community development. So before starting the session, let's have a quote of Marshall McLuhan. Marshall McLuhan was a Canadian philosopher and he done a lot of work on media theories. So we all media students and media teacher and educators know about him very well. So let's have a quote. He said that radio affects most intimately person to person, offering a word of unspoken communication between writer, speaker, and the listener. And in this quote, he was trying to highlighted uh, ability of radio to establish intimate communication, and he also said that radio can shape the collective consciousness, and also radio is also a potent force in shaping human communication and culture. So this is what he said about the radio. So radio is very important mode of communication. So even mass media communication. So let's begin the main topic, and the content of this session is what is community radio, and second is community radio in India, aspects of community radio, role of community radio in rural development, or we can say community development, some example of community radio, and in the last we will also discuss about the problem of community radio. So let's begin the topic. First, so what is community radio? In simple words, we can say community radio is the voice to the voiceless. Community radio is an important third tier in radio broadcasting. You can say a third model in radio broadcasting, and distinct from public service radio broadcasting and commercial radio broadcasting. Community radio stations are a very low power radio station which are meant to be set up by the local communities and operated by the local communities, and we can say it is a platform for the local communities so to share their experience, to narrate their stories, and it is a space for people to meet and collaborate. So basically community radios are the by the people and for the people of community. Community radio has played a major role in bridging the communication gap between the government and the local people. And second thing, community radio is distinct from public service, which we already discussed this point. So let's move the third point. In this sense, it aims to community contribute to the lives of local community through the content that is created by the people and for the community. Community radio reflects the interest and the need of community it serves. So community radio is a non-profit organization, and communities stand to benefit from this expensive yet effective means of communication. Community radio has proved to be one of the best medium of communication at the grassroots level, besides solving social problem as well as entertaining local people. Community radio also act as an intermediary between the government and the local masses. We already discussed this point. This is the place, we can say community radio is a place where local people can air their grievances to the government as well as get the solution of their problem too. Needless to say, community radio has played a major role in bridging the communication between the government and the local people. Now, what are the aspects of community radio? There is three point we can discuss the main aspects of the community radio. First is non-profit making, community ownership and control, community participation. So community radio is also defined as non-profit distributing, which is designed to serve specific communities of local and interest, thereby providing programming that is relevant to the community and with the management structure and represent the community. So community radio always run for the social change or to improve the livelihood of the community or empowerment of the community. They never run for a profit. So now we will discuss about the community radio in India. In December 2002, Government of India approved policy for the grant of license for setting up community radio stations to well-established educational institutions including IIT and IIMs. On 1st Feb 2004, Anna FM was launched as India's first campus community radio station by the student of Anna University, which is based in Tamil Nadu. In 2006, the Government of India amended the community radio policy, which allowed the agriculture universities, educational institutions, and civil society institutions such as NGOs to apply for community radio broadcasting license under the FM band 88,108 megahertz. So currently India has around 340 community radio stations serving farmers, tribals, communities, ethnic minorities and special interests. Dr. Sridhar is hailed as the father of the community radio in India. He set up the first community radio station in Anna University, Tamil Nadu, which we will already discuss. So let's move on. Next slide. Now, role of community radio in community development, or we can say rural development. What community radio will done for the community? First is it's help to bridging the information gap. Second, promoting educational and literacy program, or we can say create educational and literacy environment. Third is facilitating healthcare awareness, supporting next is supporting agriculture and livelihoods, empowerment of local communities, and next last is promoting local culture and languages. A role of community radio is community development. As we earlier discussed, that community radio is run by the community and for the community. So it serves as a vital platform for disseminating important information to rural communities, or it provides news update, weather forecast, and emergency alert, helping rural residents stay informed about local events and development. By broadcasting information in local languages and dialects, the community radio ensure accessibility to a wider audience, including those who have limited literacy or access to other form of media. So, community radio play a major role to inform the community and empower the community by supplementing formal education with informal learning opportunity. Community radio contributes to in enhancing literacy rates and improving overall educational outcome in rural areas. It also plays a crucial role in promoting health awareness and disseminating information about healthcare services and practices. It broadcasts programs on topics such as disease prevention, maternal and child health, hygiene, nutrition, and access to healthcare resources. Agriculture focused program on community radio provides valuable information about uh, the agriculture to rural farmers, helping them improve farming techniques, crop yields, and income generation. Those programs cover topics such as crop cultivation, livestock management, pest control, conservation, and market prices. So community radio is also, we can say, the historical philosophy of community radio is to use the medium as the voice of the voiceless, the mouthpiece of the oppressed, and generally as a tool of development. Community radio is an essential partner in community development. It can be characterized by the access, public participation in production and decision making, management by listeners, and its operations really mainly on the community very own resources. Community radio incorporates new language in inventive formats and innovative ways of pursuing the authority. It works as a culture broadcast management that adapts perfectly to reflect the interest and need of the community. So we can say community radio serves as a vital platform for disseminating important information to rural communities. It provides news update, weather forecast, and emergency alerts, helping rural residents stay informed about local events and developments. By broadcasting information in local languages and dialects, community radio ensures accessibility to a wider audience, including those who may have limited literacy or access to other form of media. By supplementing formal education with informal learning opportunity, communities radio contribute to enhancing literacy rates and improving overall educational outcomes of the community. So, through these points, we can say that community radio play a very important role in present scenario to improve the livelihood or educational level or empowerment of community. So let's have a look on some community radios. First is Radio Udan from Punjab. Radio Udan started its flight in February 2014, born out of the desire to meet people with visual disability. Today, after 5 years of continuous hard work, Radio Udan reaches over 20,000 listeners per month from more than 100 countries. The primary goal of the online community radio station was to bring people together all over the world to form an inclusive and inspiring community free of all prejudices. So, मंदाकिनी की आवाज रेडियो स्टेशन known as MKA 90.8 FM radio. This radio station providing FM services to approximately 1098 villages and covering approximately 3.5 lakh population of Chamoli, Tehri and Pauri district of Indian state of Uttarakhand. The station was founded in 2001 by Manvendra Negi. This radio group mediates between the people and the governing bodies and try to create an open platform where community people can discuss policies, government schemes and financial budget. This was the first radio station of Rudraprayag and also the first community radio in India who start advocacy for the community. Next is Vidyavani 107.4 FM from Maharashtra. Since 2005, Vidyavani, based at Savitribai Phule Pune University, has been a popular community radio broadcast in Marathi, English, and Hindi language. It has been reaching out to communities in and around the city as Pune's first community radio, airing program related to civic issues, education, health, and etc. As a campus radio station, it also caters to university affiliated student and 650 school students. All our shows focus on being insightful and are often student centered. So next is Chala Ho Gaon Mein. The importance of this community radio lies in the fact that the program broadcast here is prepared by the people belonging to rural background. The programs basically cover issues like dowry, violence against women, corruption, and social issues. Needless to say, most of the time that Chala Ho Gaon Mein has really proved to be a landmark, providing common platform to the residents of Palamu district of Jharkhand, where the community people can discuss their thought without any restriction. So these are some example of community radio, and it's not easy to run a community radio because they have very low financial support and many more things. So let's have a look. Challenges for community radio in India. Challenges for community radio in India create both technical and infrastructural obstruction in this smooth and effective operating as well as developing of community radio. Indicate funding is the main challenge, yet these stations are also affected in their day-to-day operations by limited capacity, lack of equipments, lack of electricity, insecurity in some parts of the country, and natural disasters like floods. So community radio usually has the permission to feature 5 minutes of advertising every hour. In case of good marketing, these advertisements are very helpful to provide the operational cost of running the community radio station and in paying salaries to the staff of the setup. But it's not very easy to um, run these advertisement or to find these advertisements. So community radio facing a lot of challenges: financial, natural disaster challenges, lack of equipments, lack of training, and many more things. So it's very important to understand that how we can overcome from these challenges. As we all know that community radio play a very important role to improve community livelihood and empowerment. So, but they are facing lot of challenges, and financial crisis or financial support is a very important aspects. So it's very important for us to diversify or create a create funding resources and sources to run these community radio, and community participation and ownership. We should create, or government should make some policies to create more and more participation and ownership to run the community radio. And it's also a very important point that the government should start advocacy and is to create some supportive policies. Community radios help connect the disenfranchised and arising their challenges and concern. Often we tend to view rural development merely from the prism of economic growth. It should rightfully also include social, spiritual, and moral enhancement too. Its role include poverty, um, eradication, and employment. Community radio is a common link which binds all these development factors over a common communication channel. So it's important that we should support, or government should support these community radio. And if we look upon the future of community radio, there should we can see these 3 points. Potential of digital radio and online platform will be increased in future. Collaboration, it's possible that collaboration with government and NGO will help to improve the service of community radio, and it help to uh, create more and more community radio channels. Sustainable model for community radio station will also help to improve the community radio's challenges or community radio services. So these are some points we have discussed about the community radio. Overall, we can say community radio serves as a catalyst for rural development by addressing the information need of rural communities, promoting education and health awareness, supporting sustainable livelihood through agriculture programming. Its localized approach and community engagement make it a powerful tool for empowering rural population and fostering social economic progress. So these are some points about the community radio station, which will help to develop the community livelihood and empower them and develop their educational level. So these are the some point. Hope you guys will like it, and if you have some questions and query, you can send on my email or on this link. So thank you so much for listening me, and we will catch you soon again. Thank you so much.